There is a common myth among many polytheistic beliefs concerning the flying chariots of the gods. Throughout history, many ancient cultures believed that their gods had a giant floating chariot or city that resides in the heavens high above the earth. The winged sun disk has been found in many cultures worldwide from very ancient times as one of the oldest religious and solar symbols. For thousands of years, the winged sun disk was seen in many different variations among the ancient Egyptians, Sumerians, the Assyrians, and the Hittites, just to name a few. Among all these various cultures, the sun disk became the main symbol of the chief heaven god, known and worshipped under several names. The winged sun signifies omnipresence. It is often associated with divinity, royalty, and supreme power. In the occult, it has become a symbol of power and is often used on tarot cards. When examining the solar wing disk, some of these symbols have a more mechanical appearance. The center seems to have a hub with a rim and wing-like projections. It is always depicted as a floating solar orb in the sky. Solar chariots of the gods are also mentioned in the Hindu texts and Sanskrit epics. These flying chariots were known as Vimanas. Vimanas are described within the ancient Hindu epics as mythological flying palaces or chariots. The word Vimana was used to describe any self-moving aerial car, sometimes serving as a seat or a throne. The Vimana is able to carry its occupants through the air. Other descriptions make the Vimana more like a house or palace, and one kind is said to be 7 stories high. In the Hindu epics known as the Ramayana, the Pushpaka is the solar chariot of the god Ravana, the king of demons. His Vimana is described as follows. The Pushpaka Vimana that describes the sun and belongs to my brother was brought by the powerful Ravana. That aerial and excellent Vimana going everywhere at will. That chariot resembling a bright cloud in the sky, and the king Rama got in, and the excellent chariot at the command of the Raghira rose up into the higher atmosphere. Within the mythology of the ancient Greeks, Mount Olympus was regarded as the abode of the gods and the site of the throne of Zeus. Mount Olympus was believed to be an acropolis that resides high above the clouds, and the paths of the stars near the apex of the solid dome of the sky. It existed in the zone known as the ether, the bright upper air of heaven, or shining blue of the sky. It is no mere coincidence that all these various cultures believed that their gods had a solar chariot that resided high above the clouds, in the heavens. From their abode, the gods would influence and engage in human affairs. The biblical perspective explains these comparative myths and even tells us what these solar chariots were and who resides inside of them. The scripture tells us that the devil inverts and perverts anything God creates. The devil's inverted versions of God's creations are evil and destructive. In the book of Galatians, we are told that there exists a celestial city in the sky, known as Mother Jerusalem, the beloved holy city. In the book of Revelation, we are told that there was a Mother Babylon in the heavens. Revelation chapter 17 verse 5. Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and of the abominations of the earth. The book of Jeremiah describes Mother Babylon as a lofty city that resides near the heavens. The book of Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 53. Though Babylon should ascend to the heavens, and though she should fortify her lofty stronghold, from me destroyers will come to her, declares the Lord. The apocryphal book of Jasher gives us the origins of this lofty city, and states that it was originally part of the Tower of Babel and hovered high above it. The book of Jasher chapter 9 verse 38. And as to the Tower of Babel, which the sons of men built, the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up 1/3 part thereof. And a fire also descended from heaven and burned another third. And the other third is left to this day, and it is of that part which was aloft, and its circumference is 3 days' walk. The definition of the word aloft is something that is high above the air and or flying. In the book of Isaiah, we are told the fate of Mother Babylon. The book of Isaiah chapter 26 verse 5. For he brings down them that dwell on high, the lofty city. He lays it low, even to the ground. He brings it even to the dust. The book of Revelation states that there was a war in the heavens, and that Mother Babylon, the abode of Satan and his legion, was thrown into the sea with great violence during the events of Armageddon. The book of Revelation chapter 12 verses 7 through 9. And there was a war in heaven, Michael and his angels waging war with the dragon. The dragon and his angels waged war, and they were not strong enough, and there was no longer a place found for them in heaven. And the great dragon was thrown down, the serpent of old, who is called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. The book of Revelation chapter 18 verse 21. Then a strong angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and threw it into the sea, saying, So will Babylon, the great city, be thrown down with violence, and will not be found any longer. The book of Revelation chapter 14 verse 8. And another angel, a second one, followed, saying, Fallen, fallen is Babylon the great, she who has made all the nations drink of the wine of the passion of her immorality. The book of Revelation chapter 18 verse 2. And he cried out with a mighty voice, saying, Fallen, fallen is Babylon the great. She has become a dwelling place of demons, and a prison of every unclean spirit, and a prison of every unclean and hateful bird. The book of Jeremiah describes Mother Babylon as a destroying mountain, and that God will stretch out his hand and turn it into a burnt-out mountain. The book of Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against you, O destroying mountain, who destroys the whole earth, declares the Lord. And I will stretch out my hand against you, and roll you down from the crags, and I will make you a burnt-out mountain. Coincidentally, the secular world does tell us that in our distant past a burning mountain fell from the skies and acidified the oceans in a flash. This event was devastating for life in the seas and also life on land. Secular science also tells us that 1/3 of sea life went extinct during these events. This all just so happens to match up with the book of Revelation and its prophecy concerning Armageddon and the destruction of Mother Babylon. I believe this is perhaps more evidence for the fulfillment of Armageddon in our not-so-distant past. Babylon the Great was brought down with great wrath. Since we might be in Satan's little season, it is not surprising that he would want us to forget that this event took place and caused his embarrassing defeat. I hope this video was very fruitful, and I definitely believe that the Bible explains the comparative myth concerning the chariots of the gods. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you would like to support this channel, I do have a Patreon. The link for that will be in the bio below. Again, thank you so much. Please like, share, and comment. Till next time.